This show is filmed in front of a live studio audience. It's the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. It's the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. It's the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. Here's our sign. Here's our sign. Some lovely intro singing. Welcome to this week's edition of the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. I am your host, James Ownbey. And I suck at singing tonight. Tonight's show is brought to you by Sergeant Barkery's Little Tricks Bacon Flavored Dog Treats. Yes, that's Sergeant's Barkery Little Tricks Flavored Dog Treats. They're little treats for little dogs. And everybody likes a little trick every once in a while. You gotta have a little trick preparation. And they are low fat, so they're not like high-end fat for your little dog. Yeah, that's good, because no one's like a little fat dog. Nobody likes a little fat dog. Especially if your dog's on a diet. If you're one of those weird people that like, you know, paint your dog's toenails. Oh, take your dog to a psychiatrist. In their hair. Yeah. What the people that take their dog to a psychiatrist? Yeah, seriously. What is that? The psychiatrist is like, oh, dude, your dog's upset. Yeah. The dog's like, yeah, no shit, dude. I'm sitting in your stupid office and I'm gonna piss on your chair in a minute. I want to be home laying on the couch licking myself. Exactly. Right. Okay, so our first story, Clay. Self-proclaimed psychic Derek Acora was forced to cancel his show this week because of unforeseen circumstances. Fans were left fuming after Acora, who was due to perform at Carnegie Hall, canceled his show due to scheduling conflicts and other personal reasons. So here's a psychic, had to cancel a show because of unforeseen circumstances. If I was a fan, I wouldn't be pissed because he canceled the show. I'd be pissed because he was a crappy psychic. You didn't see that flat tire coming? Yeah, I mean, seriously? Dude, we're getting pulled over by the cops. Yeah, I know. I saw that like 10 minutes ago. And here's a scheduling conflict. All you have to do is look at a calendar. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't even have to be psychic. I can do that. Yeah, I can know not to schedule shit on the same night as something else is already scheduled. Let's see, I got a show scheduled for Saturday. Yeah, I can do that show on Saturday. Sure, no problem. Hang on a second. Hello? Yeah, Saturday, I'm totally open. All right, cool. Wow, psychic. I hate psychics, dude. Psychics should just stick to ripping people off on TV with the 900 numbers. Yeah, exactly. And stick to those stupid, you know, when they're sitting in the room, they're like, okay, I feel there was a deep, you have serious sadness. Dude, that's 99% of the population. Yeah, I could describe a perfect situation. You hate your job. Yeah, you want more money. Right. And exactly. You want bigger male anatomy. Right. Or whatever. Right. You know, I mean, that's the American dream. So. No, Dusty Rhodes was the American dream. But anyway, if you will, let me get on with my next story before I have to get some plunder. In Troy, New York, officials at the New York Hoosick Valley Central School District are apologizing for a high school yearbook with a poor taste of photo ID captions. In the track and field page of the 2013 yearbook called The Totem Pole, it included captions. You know, they take a picture and they put the caption there. Some of the captions named students as Isolation Kid, Creepy Smile Kid, and Some Tall Guy. And the word someone was used as just a caption several times during the yearbook. That's someone. The superintendent, Amy Goodall, characterized the unflattering descriptions as an honest mistake. It was an honest mistake. Well, and I think they do that for self-esteem, because what if you're like, you look at us like, someone, that's me. Dude, I'm someone. You know what they should do? I've been a nothing my whole life. I'm finally a someone. You know what they should do? Have an entire section of shots from behind, just the backs of people's heads. Yeah. Someone. That way the guy that never gets in the yearbook, he can be like, hey dude, would you sign my yearbook? Well, where? Right there. And that's my picture, dude. That's me at the back of my head. You know, the only thing is though, you could identify every one of the cheerleaders from probably the back of their head. Very good point. Oh yeah, that's Stephanie. Oh yeah, there's Amber. Yeah, Jenny. I recognize that girl from the back of her head. Yeah, not because you sat behind her in science class either. So the Dungus Investigative Research Team, well, let me try that again. The Dungus Investigative Research Team, not re-team, otherwise known as DIRT, went out and did some investigative research, and they contacted this Amy Goodall, and these were the other captions on your pictures that were missed in editing, such as camel toe girl in gym class. Yeah, everybody knows that girl in gym class that wears the shorts that are way too tight. Right. Acne guy. Oh yeah, the guy that has like the all over his like things. Right. He's got acne on top of his ear. Yeah. I just wrote on mine. Smells like onions kid. Yeah, you know the kid that his first job's at McDonald's and he comes into work every day, he didn't shower. He wears the same shoes and pants and shirt. Smells like onions. And he's even got the visor. Yeah. Abortion girl? Needs no explanation on that one. No. 20 bag kid? Yeah. You know the kid that if you need a 20 bag, you know who the 20 bag kid is. Banging the English teacher girl? Every school has one of those. Some girls.
Yeah, I need to pass English class in order to graduate. So
over in Laterno's class, it was the guy that was banging the English teacher. Really red cheeks guy. You know that guy that has like the super like. Looks like someone just like scratched a strawberry on his
like the sun where the sun has to put on glasses because the kid is so like white and pasty.
Right. It's not necessary to put on strawberry marmalade before you go to school. And then everybody's favorite, Two Moms Girl. So there you go. There's the list of the captions that they missed, and the Dungus investigative research team.
You're going to get that right one of these days.
I can't talk tonight.
So, 36-year-old Adam Bell broke into a pub in Staffordshire, England, and helped himself to the beer supply.
Okay.
Yeah, you break into a pub, I'm going to sit down and have a cold one.
What else he pull tabs, maybe?
Yeah, whatever. The problem is he drank so much free beer that he passed out drunk on the floor, and the bar owner found him laying there the next morning when he came into work. He was arrested for trespassing and breaking and entering. So... a tip to all the soon-to-be pub burglars.
Yep.
If you break in and you want to make yourself a cocktail or a couple drinks, no, that's fine. Don't get so drunk you pass out on the floor.
No, I totally agree.
You know what I mean?
Here's something else they should do. Drink responsibly and take a designated driver.
That's what he should have done. He should have caught a taxi to and from the place he was robbing it.
He could be that guy that doesn't drink but just sits at the bar and does pull tabs all night.
He probably left the pizza in the oven.
Probably did leave pizza in the oven.
Put pizza in the oven, got drunk, passed out, left the pizza in the oven.
It must be the end of the school year, James, because I got yet another horrible yearbook story. In London, Ontario, Canada, a Canadian high school is using stickers to cover up a yearbook photo featuring a student exposing his testicles to the camera. The London District Catholic School Board said that Mother Teresa Secondary School, their yearbook staff is now using Photoshop stickers of the yearbook team, or whatever the fuck they call them, the yearbook staff, right? They're using Photoshop stickers to cover up the actual picture they took, which had one of the guys exposing his testicles. A spokesman said that stickers will be given to the students that already received their yearbooks before the error was caught.
That's the best part.
How?
They'd already sent out a bunch of issues.
Okay, how many people had to have looked at this photo, right? Person that was taking the photo.
Yep.
Person that processed and looked at the photo next. Person that put the photo into the yearbook, and the person that edited the yearbook. And 4 people didn't see some guy's yam bag hanging out of his freaking 501s.
Here's the thing. Either this guy's marbles are so small that you can't see them, or
it might be it, James.
You know what I mean?
That might be it.
Maybe they're just like, what is that? Is that like a little piece of fuzz?
Oh, he brought some M&Ms to school.
Maybe he had like the Canadian paddle fuzz hanging down over it.
Maybe they thought it was one of those like little light splotches you see on when you take a picture of a little orb.
Yeah, something on the lens or something.
Yeah, 2 little orbs.
Yeah. Poor guy's throwing his fruit basket out there, and all it is a bunch of Bing cherries. You know what I mean? Get some freaking melons in there.
No, but see, that's gonna be cool. Where do you think that guy's gonna have people sign his yearbook?
Yeah.
Sign my balls, please.
Hey, can you please sign my balls?
No, I'd like to sign this before your little balls fall out.
I can't believe he didn't make the list of...
I know! Balls hanging out in your picture guy.
Dude dropping the fruit basket on the guy.
Yam, leather bean bag in your daughter's.
Yeah, and people still want to send their kid to Mother Teresa school?
Yeah. This was a Catholic... Did it surprise anybody that this happened in Canada?
No.
Okay. That's all I was going to say about that.
Okay, police say that there was a multi-vehicle crash near the home of William Moody in North Starbane Township. And one passerby, a woman, stopped to help. Unfortunately, the Good Samaritan parked in the driveway of 71-year-old Moody, boxing him and his wife in for 10 minutes just as they were going to dinner. They get that early bird special down there at Elmer's.
At Granny's Buffet.
Yeah. Moody was allegedly very angry and screamed at both the police and the woman who was trying to help the accident victim. When one of the officers tried to talk to Moody, the suspect reportedly pushed and shoved the officer while cursing profanely. When officers attempted to arrest Moody, they say he resisted, then faked a heart attack, only to start hitting the officers when they removed the handcuffs.
I'm coming to join you this month. Late for dinner.
Yeah, it gets better. Moody was eventually taken to the local police station, where he allegedly continued fighting the police, even throwing his false teeth at them and his watch. So dude took his dentures out.
He threw his dentures.
Yeah, it does a drive-by toothing.
There's a run-by toothing.
Yeah.
And if you see a picture of this guy, he looks a lot like Marlon Brando.
He does. As a matter of fact, we have a mugshot. Yeah. Right there.
It's like if Marlon Brando and Don Vito had a kid.
And you know what's awesome? This story comes to us out of Washington County. The exact same place that this guy came from.
Tony Hall Rivas.
Mr. Horse Humper himself. That's right. These guys were probably neighbors, hanging out.
Dude, I bet it was Tony Hall Rivas that caused the accident.
Yeah, probably when he's trying to get on.
He was chasing the horse down, dude.
Yeah.
He was chasing the horse down. Yeah, he was trying a new tag. He was trying a new move.
Yeah. So obviously you don't want to be blocking Mr. Moody when he's late for supper.
Yeah. I mean, that guy looks like he needs a few more dinners. Gotta go eat and
get home before Jeopardy comes on.
A former North Carolina mail carrier, Kathy Wrench Cashwell. Yes, wrench like the wrench. Pled guilty to fraud in federal court on Monday. Cashwell claimed that she couldn't work at her postal service job, work lifting mail trays into the truck, due to a 2004 on-the-job shoulder injury. But in 2009, Cashwell appeared on the popular game show The Price is Right. You know, with the and she got on there, she won, ran on down the aisle, and then at the end, you know, she spun the big wheel.
Isn't Delbert the host of that show?
Delbert is definitely the host of that show.
Okay, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. He had his own TV show for a while.
Did he?
Yeah. It was what was it? I can't remember.
Whose cartoon strip is it anyway?
No, Reverend Horton Heat was on there one time.
Oh, nice.
On the Drew Carey show.
Oh, lovely.
So in 2011, in September, she did some paperwork for compensation. She had to do it every year. And she claimed that she couldn't, ready? She was unable to sit, kneel, stand, squat, climb, bend, reach, or grasp. She can do any of those things. So if you can't sit, stand, kneel, squat, bend, reach, grasp, or climb,
what can you do?
Lean. I'm leaning.
Okay.
I'm not grasping. Okay, now I gotta get up. Oh shit, I can't get up.
Oh, my bowels just moved.
So anyways, in 2011, she filed this paperwork. But in 2009, they saw on the Price is Right, apparently they show reruns or whatnot, she's up there spinning the wheel, and the authorities said that, you know, you can't do that if you can't do any of those eight things.
You can't bend squats, spin wheels.
Right, she obviously can't tell a good story.
No.
So they started tailing her. They also found out that in 2010, she zip-lined on a Carnival cruise ship, and in 2011 was spotted lifting furniture. Now, I don't know what, she was just out in the yard just lifting furniture.
Yeah.
Some people can't afford a gym membership.
Doing some power squats.
Yeah. You want to come in for a drink? No, man, I got some ottoman presses
I gotta do the jerk and clean, or the clean and jerk, sorry.
He was doing that. So, here's the thing. If you're going to fake an injury, don't go on The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Don't go on The Price is Right anyway, because I love The Price is Right, but those people are idiots. And the only reason that people watch The Price is Right is to make fun of the idiots.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing. What if you get on there and you win like the whole kit and caboodle? It's like, you got a new dirt bike and a jet ski and camping equipment and golf clubs.
ATV.
But you're not allowed to do anything other than this. Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, so.
Anyways, Gilbert.
In entertainment news, actually sad Canadian entertainment news, Justin Bieber.
Isn't every story out of Canada sad?
I'm sick and tired of Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's bodyguard is being accused of battery yet again. For the fourth time in 1 week, someone associated with Bieber allegedly went after the paparazzo because this time they were trying to get a photo of Bieber skateboarding. And then Justin himself was caught on camera cursing off the cameraman and swiping the cameraman's SIM card. So, dude, you're taking pictures, right? And here comes Justin Bieber, and he's like, "Give me a SIM card." And you're like, "No." And he comes at you to get it? Seriously, you're gonna let him take it from you?
Yeah.
There's Justin Bieber.
Can there be a worse job than to be Justin Bieber's bodyguard? Like, seriously? You have to walk around and try to protect him? I'd be like, dude, go kick his ass. I don't give a shit.
Beat that little Canadian's ass, dude.
Beat the fuck out of him.
I think the worst job than that, Justin Bieber's personal scrotum shaver.
That would suck.
That is if he has a scrotum.
I doubt it.
I'm not sure. And that brings us to this week's 10-second rule. This week's Dungus 15-minute news hour 10-second rule. If you can't tell by now, we're not really big fans of the Biebs. So this week's 10-second rule. In 10 seconds, James, you get to name, if you had the celebrity death match, they brought it back. Celebrity death cage match. Celebrities in a cage fight to the finish. In 10 seconds, name as many people as you would like to see fight Justin Bieber in the celebrity death cage match. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And go.
Carrot Top, the girl from Blossom, Punky Brewster, Nipsey Russell, Spock from Star Trek, Drew Carey, Wayne Brady, the Brady Bunch, Penn and Teller, Laverne and Shirley, Rosie O'Donnell, Chris O'Donnell, Chris Christopherson, Waylon Jennings, Chuck Jennings.
Time!
Oh, man. Chuck Woolery.
Chuck Woolery. Hey. That was an exceptional 15-minute news hour, 10 seconds rule, James. That might have been the greatest that we've ever had. You got 3 points right.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we were looking for an ear of corn. The French Foreign Legion's prep cook for the morning shift, and a dirty gym sock.
You know, I was thinking about the French Foreign Legion prep cook. I thought I had that one.
But you did great, dude. The girl from Blossom. When's the last time anybody mentioned her name ever?
I don't know, but I'd love to see her fight Bieber in a death match.
You know how I do kind of like to do impressions every now and then? Would you like to see my impression for the girl from Blossom?
Yeah.
That's the girl from Blossom.
You know, she's always putting her nose in other people's business.
You know what?
Around.
With her, when you're nose to nose, her nose is probably in your eye. Your toes ain't in nothing because they're dangling in pain. Blossom. Whoa! Wasn't that from Blossom? That douchebag? Joey Lawrence?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
All right. So anyways, we're going to move on to sports news now. Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it. Oh, here it is. So in sports, the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup.
Yes, it is.
That's good stuff. Golf tournament today. Tiger Woods wasn't in it, so I didn't watch it.
Who cares?
Fabricio Verdum, spelled with the W, beat Big Nog in last night's UFC event.
Sweet.
Yep. Big Nog
Big Nog.
That's right. Big Nog's little brother is, well, it's not his little brother, it's his twin brother, is Little Nog. And they're heavyweights, right? They go about 236 pounds, 6'4". You call a guy that big Little Nog? If I was a Little Nog, I'd say, hey man, I love fighting the UFC, but you ever call me that again, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Get a new nickname. Call him, you know, Doofus or
You know what I do?
anything other than
they were like those the tight onesie wrestling shorts?
Right, the Speedo.
Yeah, I'd wear a sock in there and be like, Little Nog, look at this. You're gonna call me Little Nog? Look at this package I'm packing around.
This is something that I've been thinking about for UFC for a long time, and nobody has cashed in on this little bad boy. Here's what you do. 5 hours before your fight, 3 hours before your fight, pop about 7 Viagra. Are you going to want to shoot in on some dude with a freaking stick in his pants?
No. Not only that, I'd take the Viagra and I'd wash it down with a whole bunch of X-Lax.
I'll tell you what, dude, if that guy with the Viagra takes your back, you're tapping out immediately.
Oh, dude, seriously, dude. I would fill my singlet full of freaking things that you wouldn't even want. That brings it to this week's impromptu 10-second rule. Clayton, our impromptu 10-second rule is things that you would not want to have shoved in your singlet during a UFC match.
That you would not want in your singlet.
You do not want this in your singlet.
All right.
Or you don't want to be fighting a guy that has this in a singlet.
Okay.
Like, if you're squaring off
against a guy.
Yeah, against a dude.
You don't want to go for a reach around.
Yeah, you don't want to fight Bones Jones' bone. Right. You know what I mean? Okay. So, on your mark, get set, and go.
Scorpions, thumbtacks, mashed potatoes and gravy, biscuits and gravy, the girl from Blossom, especially the nose part, Skittles, a warthog, Paul Shelley, Nipsey Russell, Kevin Bacon's bacon, any bacon. Damn it.
Nice. Nicely done. We were looking for erections and diarrhea, though.
You know what? Sometimes it's not that simple. The answer is right in front of your face.
Sometimes it's obvious. More times than not, but good job, Clay, on the impromptu 10-second rule.
And I might have to recant those. If I was fighting a guy with Skittles or bacon in his pants, that might be a good fight.
Yeah, or mashed potatoes.
Biscuits and gravy?
Hey, man.
All right. So what else has happened in sports? Oh, yeah, the Miami Heat tonight have evened their series at 1-1. You know what that means?
Birdman.
We love Chris Anderson.
Yeah, he's one of our favorites.
Chris Anderson is the man. So, anyways, the team they're playing against, the Spurs, lead the league in receded hairlines.
Yeah, Manu Ginobili. How does he keep that yarmulke on the back of his head the whole time when he plays?
And I don't think I've ever seen
the worst bald spot ever.
I don't think I've ever seen someone that isn't like high up in the church wear a white yarmulke. And I may be wrong about that. I'm not sure.
Here's the thing. If you're a millionaire, can't you get like some spray paint and like paint the back of that thing or something like that, like color it in?
It's kind of like a wedding dress. If you wear a white yarmulke, does that mean you're a virgin?
I bet, man. Well,
he does. He's not a virgin. He plays for the Spurs.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he plays with big fundamentals.
Yeah, Tim Duncan.
Yeah, and that dude that cheated on Eva Longoria.
Moron.
Tell me that guy doesn't.
Moron.
So I hope they get their ass kicked by
Birdman.
All right.
Clay, we had a viewer.
We did have a viewer. Can you believe it? We had a viewer. Kelly Peterson, my main man, sent us a message into our Facebook page. We were talking last week about ways that we could improve NASCAR, things that would make like the average Joe, everyday guy like myself, want to watch NASCAR.
Yeah.
Kelly sent in a great one. He said once a year, probably at Talladega, race the race in hybrids and race them backwards.
Yeah.
So everybody's always used to doing the old left turn action right here.
Yeah, right turn.
Put them in a Prius and go the other way. Now, James, you had a good question earlier.
Yeah, how do you keep the cars plugged in?
And I had an answer.
Yes, you did.
Above the track, you put a big, like, Ferris wheel thing. Like that ride at the fair where they have the ropes that dangle down and you sit in a swing and it spins around
and you hope to God that your seat doesn't break.
You end up over in the twister,
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you, you're over there by where they're selling
I'm 30
necklaces.
pounds overweight. I don't ride that ride.
Oh, shit, dude.
That little plastic kiddie swing and you're going to whirl me around in a circle.
So what you do is you plug everybody's car in and you wrap it up to that top thing and you let them go.
Yeah.
The problem is you can't pass anybody unless you know exactly what side the rope. Because you don't want to pass somebody and have your rope, unplug your car and then you're done.
Yeah, then you're SOL.
And then your car gets to sit on the track and everybody else has to avoid it.
Yeah.
So the Dungus investigative research team went back to work this week on a few more ways that we could improve NASCAR because we were inspired so by Kelly. So thanks, Kelly, for the inspiration. So here's a couple ways that we can still even morely improve NASCAR.
Clay, you had it going? We put a petting zoo in turn 3.
Yeah, put a petting zoo.
So, guys are coming around turn 3 and they gotta avoid like llamas, goats.
Around the friggin' ostrich.
Yeah, exactly.
Try not to hit the little kid.
Yeah. And another one too, when the caution comes out, you line all the drivers up at the starting line.
Right.
And you'll go. And they have to run a foot race all the way around the track. And they can't, as soon as they get back in their car, then they can go.
As soon as the yellow flag comes out and that pace car comes on, everybody gets lined up, everybody stops, and then jumps out of their car, and it's a mad dash foot race, helmet and all.
Now, that's really going to screw guys on the big tracks, like the 2.5 mile, where you got like, there's no way like Bobby Labonte is going to, like,
Tony Stewart.
Tony Stewart ain't outrunning
He ain't
anybody.
finishing.
Mark Martin's 53 years old, for God's sake.
You ain't never seen anybody get a DNF so fast as that.
Another way we can improve NASCAR is we have a cannonball run from track to track.
Exactly.
So this week we race in California.
Right.
Next week we race at Dover.
In Dover.
You got to friggin'.
As soon as the race is over, you go in, you punch your time card, and then the first one to the racetrack in Dover punches in.
And that's your qualifying.
That's right.
That's how you qualify. Get rid of qualifying. That's stupid. You go out, you drive a lap around the track. That's dumb.
Fun shit. I can do that.
Yeah. We race. You get in, and you got to race your motorhome from California to Delaware.
That way, guys who never ever get the pole might have a shot at getting the pole. I love that one.
Yep.
All right. So in the pits, because we were talking about pits, are usually kind of a big thing, right? Instead of having the pit crew waiting for the car when they can pull up, have the pit crew ride in a trailer that's being pulled by the car.
Yeah. So Ben Hurt.
Everybody's got like a U-Haul, one of those little 4-foot U-Haul trailers, and have the entire pit crew just jammed in there with gas can and all, ready to go.
No, I got one even better. What they need to do is put them in one of those trailers, like and some hay bales, so they can sit in there and like sing carols to the crowd.
Full speed.
Racing we will go, racing we will go.
It's like here comes the Tony Stewart car, and if you listen, it's jingle bells. Cross you snowman as they go by.
That's a great idea.
That's a really good idea. Yeah.
So those are ways that the Dungus investigative research team think we can change.
Dude, here's another thing that would be cool. You get an old Chevy van and you gut it out, so it's just a hollow body, and you put the pit crew in there on the road tracks and just let them hold on.
Oh, no.
They can bounce around.
I think they should race like a Suburban, and you get everybody in the Suburban.
Yeah, everybody in the Suburban. That would be a good idea.
Can you see Kurt Busch? Hey, hand me a beer back there.
Where's the beer guy?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Sidecars. It's like on a motorcycle.
I like it.
Just have a series of sidecars on all sides. It looks like a racing ant that goes around the track.
I think you should have like the crew boss.
The pit boss?
Yeah, pit boss. Pit crew guy. Yeah, he's got right in a little sidecar. I think that's perfect. Or strapped in a chair up on top of the car.
Dude, that's like the dead woman in Vacation.
Yeah.
Just stood her up there. You know what would be even better? Tie him to the bumper.
I think you should take the lady that can't bend a squat stand, roll over, scratch her twat, and slow down. Put her in the car.
As the pit boss.
Oh, I love it.
Or you take him from Vacation and you tie him to the bumper. And the driver has to drive slow enough for them to run. Because you don't want to be dragging your tire guy.
I think it'd be a great way to do a facelift. Instead of like surgery, just sit on the front of a NASCAR doing 200 miles an hour and all this stick.
Do it again. Bruce Jenner. It looks like Bruce Jenner.
I know the Kardashian.
And the funny thing is, when the car goes really fast, normally a guy, when you stopped, would go like that. Bruce Jenner's would stop and he'd go, look on. Where's Kanye? Where's Kim? I wish I wouldn't have done that movie with the Village People. They made me this way. I used to be a great athlete. He doesn't actually talk like that, I don't think, but maybe. I don't know. I've never watched the show.
That's a good impression, Clay.
The only thing I know about Kardashians is she does porno movies, and one of them is married to a basketball player, and she's ugly and broke his X-wing, and Bruce. So there you go.
Clay, do you have any rants this week? Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, there's a couple of little things real quick. We mentioned earlier that high school is over as far as the summer. Kids are in school already. I'm a parent of kids. They've been out of school for 3 days. Send them back to school now! People don't understand this. They don't have kids, but dude, you know what? And there's a lot of nice things about kids being on summer break. You can, you don't have to get up and drive them to school. You don't have to help them with their homework. And then there's the things like they're always here.
Always.
Always. We had a computer once. I had a TV once.
That was before kids got out of school.
That's right. So that's the only thing. I love when in summer break is awesome. And I remember being back, you know, like first day of summer break, and you're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then like 3 days before you go back, this starts sinking in. Oh god,
the moping.
Oh, school starts in a I'm surprised that the school yearbook doesn't have 157 pictures of Mopey guy.
Yeah, Mopey.
Because they
Mopey Dick. Oh no, they didn't. That's the guy that had the fruit basket. He had Mopey Dick.
Hey dude, Mopey Dick is a Canadian. He goes to the London District Catholic School, Mother Teresa Secondary School.
Hey, don't let your meatloaf there, Mopey Dick. Hey, and that brings us into this week's Ownbey 15-minute news hour. I am your host, James.
And I am the brother of the guy that probably just dropped the greatest quote in the history of the show. Don't let your meatloaf, Mopey Dick. This episode is brought to you by Sergeant's Barkery Little Dog Treats. Bacon-flavored treats for dogs. They're probably good for humans like in Cattle Morana. Is that good to drink?
Low in fat, high in horse meat.
That's right. So... obviously, this guy's favorite food is like always behind it like that. So, anyways, the Little Barkleys. Thank you so much for watching our show. James, you got anything to say?
Hey, if you guys like what you see,
do what Kelly Peterson did.
Yeah, if you guys have anything you want to add or any improvements, give us a shout out. Clay's Facebook page or my Facebook page.
Or the Dungus Facebook page.
Or the Dungus Facebook page.
I'd like to thank everybody that came out to Boomer's Classic Rock Bar and Grill last night to see Dungus and Cold Shot rock the house again.
Yeah, we tore it up, man. It was great.
Dungus made a rare set list.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows me and James knows that we've never ever had a set list in 20 years.
First time in 20 years of playing, we actually have a set list.
So I might just frame this and put this bad boy in there.
I think we should. We'll sell it. We're going to auction this off on eBay.
Dude, that's right.
First shiny nickel takes it.
Yeah, we will pay you a quarter to take it. Don't quote me on that.
I won't.
Don't quote me like I will quote you once again. Don't let your meatloaf. Is that your meatloaf?
Don't let your meatloaf, Mopey Dick.
Don't let your meatloaf, Mopey Dick. All right. Thanks for watching this episode. We'll see you next week. That was the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. That was the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. That was the Ownbey 15-minute news hour. Here's our sign. Here's our sign. Don't let your meatloaf, Mopey Dick.